What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Nick Earl Sweatpants, back at it again with another episode. I don't know what I was going to say.
I swear you ready to call yourself.
And I say this every time in this things. If you ever watch like my stuff, I hate starting the podcast. I feel like I'm always like really like crouchy or like it's just a robot. But nevertheless, I'm here today with my man Taylor.
What's good with y'all niggas, man? I've been out for a minute, you feel me? But I'm back, better than ever.
Hell yeah. Good times. I'm here with two guests. I knew these guys since middle school. In middle school, I met these guys in middle school for real. Played against them, so we kind of went to war against each other in high school. You in wrestling and football, and then just you in football.
I did football, track.
I didn't
wrestled
run track.
4 years, and I did baseball.
You wrestled for a year?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know. What was it your freshman year?
That was my sophomore.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, sophomore year.
You hated that shit, didn't you?
Hey, I did it to get aggressive for football. Like, it was cool, but that's not something I want to do for now. I stuck to football and track.
What was you about to say, Monte?
No, wrestling was like that.
Of course, he liked it.
I like that shit too.
Yeah, I know y'all probably like that.
Yo, just fucking up a nigga, yo, it's really crazy. It's really crazy too, yo, because you wrestled freshman, sophomore. Did you stop one of them years?
So I did freshman and sophomore, and then after that, my family just wanted me to focus on football. Mm-hmm. So I stopped.
Okay, I feel it. Because we would have ended up wrestling each other your junior year, because we both would have been in varsity.
Yeah.
And then, but I think you was lighter than me. Your sophomore year, because you just kind of like you blew up. Because I remember you in middle school, I know I was taller than you. Going into high school, I knew I was taller than you. Then out of nowhere, I said, "Oh shit, I'm looking up at this nigga." You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I think I went from 5'9" to 6'1". But the reason why I really like wrestling, when we look at it, like play football my whole life, it's a team sport.
No, it is.
So everything is not just on you. You got to look to your left, look to your right. Make sure your man got his back. He know his assignment. But in wrestling, it's I'm better than you, man on man. And then at first I'm like, nah, I don't know if I really like this, putting on a singlet. And then I go out there, have my first match. I'm like, yeah, I like this.
Especially like your first win, yo. I always ask this as well. Like, so you started freshman year?
Yeah, freshman year.
That was your first time ever. So how was your first match?
I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous, but then like once I got off the mat, like my veins popped, and I'm feeling like the man because
I know y'all had hella
Bro,
adrenaline.
that's a hassle, yo. Like, you be tired.
No,
y'all
facts.
just going at it the whole time. Like, it's like, yo, I'm not trying to let this man be better than me. Like,
No,
yo,
facts. No, that shit is a fact, yo. I remember, I ain't crawl off the mat, but I was really gassed, yo.
No,
I was gassed like a bitch.
I ain't even really wrestled, but like there was one time, like when I played basketball, my was my freshman year? Was this my sophomore? I think it was my sophomore year. I was going to the practice, but like it was early, so the wrestling practice was going on, whatever. So I went in the wrestling room, and the wrestling coach always used to tell me like, "Why the fuck is your big ass playing basketball? You need to be over here being my 220 and shit like that." But I wasn't fucking with him. And he was like, "Come on, just wrestle with me real quick." So we wrestled. We was probably wrestling for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I was gagged. Right? And so I'm sitting here thinking I'm doing hella shit to him, and he just literally was like, he's like, "All right, you ready?" I'm like, "Am I ready? Ready for what?" He's like, "So you ready?" I'm ready to start. I'm like, "What do you mean you start?" We been going at it for like 3-4 minutes. Like he was like, "All right." And he just DDT'd my shit. I swear, it might not have been, but it was a DDT. I got up, my head was spinning. That shit is, I ain't gonna hold you, that sport, like you gotta be fit for that shit.
nah, you do.
That shit get you tired.
Hell yeah. It was one match I remember I saw. It was
That
in,
is soccer, yo.
Soccer,
You
but
need hella
Conditioning.
Yeah.
track is. What's the furthest you ran?
I did a 400 before.
Yeah, that's 2 times or that's 1 time?
I only
400 is
did.
one time.
Nah, this is one.
Okay,
I ran the whole
okay,
track
okay,
one
okay.
time. Yeah, I did a 300 before too, but 3 and a 4. Nah, I can't. Nah,
I feel it.
I stick to the 1, 2, 4x1 and long jump.
Hell
The
That's
people that do cross country too,
I
they
don't-
actually do that shit, like not for conditioning,
bro.
but like they do cross country. Like I give it up to them people.
Hell yeah.
Nah, fact.
That
Hell
shit
yeah.
is torture.
But I be some basketball coaches. They be making their
Yeah,
players
they make them do cross country. Yeah.
Oh, is his name Scoop?
Scoop, yeah.
Scoop,
if you,
Scoop. Yeah,
if
he
you
did
was
that.
if you was like nice on the team, he made you do cross country. Like you had to do that shit. That was your condition.
that, or you had to join the track team. Something like.
something was running. You just
Yeah.
had to do that shit.
I feel like my dad kind of like forced me into doing a 12 seasons kind of. He was like, he said I had to play football. for the first semester. I feel like it was kind of good that he did
I
that.
understand
You feel
that
me?
though. Like when I have a son, I probably will force him to play football.
I agree. Would you say the same? Just
I
curious.
won't force him, but like for me, I'm gonna put it out. Like I'm gonna put him in that shit. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
like
I
if
mean,
you don't fuck with
if
it,
he
you
know
don't gotta
you
fuck with
play
it.
it, he probably gonna see it. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure his friends gonna be playing for him. Like, yo, let me try this out. See what it's talking about. Like,
But when he younger, like I'm gonna get him like an animosity. Like you feel me? Like football the shit.
No, I
Nah,
feel
facts.
that. I feel that. I mean,
All right.
How you?
So me personally, like when it comes to putting kids in sports, I feel like in the youth ages, you gotta put them. I'm gonna say force them. You gotta give them that exposure to a sport because
I agree.
then it's like, okay, this is what I'm comfortable doing. But once they get to that age where it's those like middle school, high school, now it's like, do you want to do it?
Yeah,
Because and at the high school level, I'm not gonna baby you. In the youth level, I'm gonna baby you a little bit. You still learning. You just getting your exposure. After that, is if you want to do it, you're gonna do it. If you don't, I'm not gonna force you.
Yeah,
No, I
that's,
feel that.
that's how I feel. Like you said, when he's younger, I'm gonna expose him to, like take him to the game, show him it. You feel me? Like put him in the little Pop Warner shit. He gonna do it. But then like when he get older, I'm gonna be like, so yeah, like it's time to take this shit serious. Like you really want to do it. Like, you feel me? Like because that's when like as you get older, that's when more money needs to get put into it and shit like that.
oh,
and
no,
more
for
time.
sure.
nah, facts. I would say I'm gonna be a little special. I was a special case. You feel me? So like he put me into Pop Warner. I had a really bad experience in it. I just didn't get burned. Didn't have a good experience. I didn't like my teammates.
Wolfpack.
Yeah, Wolfpack was ass. I ain't gonna lie. Wolfpack was ass. I didn't like my teammates. Some of them, like I know some of them now, and like we're cool. But like when you're younger, it's like you feel me. So I didn't really like that. And in middle school, I hated Deer Park. Deer Park was fucking horrible. I don't know how y'all experience was, but that shit was horrible to me.
It was alright.
It was alright. I feel it. Yeah. That shit was horrible for me. So I didn't really like. I'm not gonna say I didn't have any friends, but like I didn't really care to like meet people.
Talk
you
to
feel
people.
me?
No, I was that way. I was quiet. I ain't really talk like that. So like, if you talk to me, I'd talk. But like, if not, I was just gonna be in my own lane.
Type shit.
That's how I am in life, yo.
I still be the same way now.
That's
Like,
what
yo,
I-
you
yo.
don't talk, and it's like, I just be on my
At
own.
work, people come to me like, why you don't talk to nobody?
And then it's different. Like when you meet, like you're around different people. Like if you're around like your homeboys, so all right, you gonna talk. But like if you go out somewhere and you don't really know nobody, it's gonna be quiet. And it's like, why you quiet? I don't know you.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know what to
I
say.
feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
But we kind of like skip past that. I want y'all guys to introduce yourselves. Any tags, anything y'all accomplished, or anything you would like to say, anything, something good about yourself. Kind of work yourself up. You feel me?
Well, I'm Marcus Newton. I just graduated from college last year.
Let's go.
You know, class of
Congratulations.
2021. I played football and ran track when I was in college. I was a dual sport athlete. I graduated with an exercise science degree. And I also joined a fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. The best fraternity it is. So, yeah.
All right, so I'm Montana Roberts. I actually just graduated from college in May from Shepherd University.
Congratulations.
Played football there, sports communications major. Did the live stream and media edits for Shepherd University in the spring. Hosted the sports talk show for 2 years. And now, I got a job, and I actually just got another job as a radio promotions
That's
coordinator.
what's up, bro. That's what's up.
So just trying to get my foot in the door so I can get where I want to be at in the industry. you
Hell
know?
yeah, hell yeah.
tough.
What you trying to go for that?
So I really want to be a sports analyst. I want to be in front of the camera talking about sports. That's where I feel like I'm most comfortable, And right now, and I'll take my different avenues, different routes of however I got a network to get where I need to be.
Hell
So
yeah.
like the big O would be like ESPN type shit.
ESPN would. I'm not gonna lie, that's a dream job.
Okay.
I can see it.
But I feel like with the way things are going, I feel like by the time I get my foot in the door and get in the industry, ESPN is going to keep growing, but I feel like at some point they're going to get a competitor.
Nah, fact.
You feel me? Because they've been running the industry for so long.
Years, yo. Like,
Yeah.
way before we was born, yo.
I feel like it's going to be like someone like Jake Paul going to try to compete with them.
I can see
It's
that.
gonna be a change, for sure.
I can because like they're doing like their betting stuff now. What is it? I forgot what it's called. It's
You know
like
that's coming to Maryland now too, yo.
betting. Yeah,
I've been
betting is
seeing-
coming.
I don't know if y'all been seeing the ads and all that, but like they were all like all these like different betting sites is like, yeah, you get $200 in free bets.
Oh
from
yeah,
Maryland.
I see that. Yeah.
All that sports betting is coming to Maryland.
Yo, Maryland is changing like for real.
You
For
couldn't
real.
before though, like before, like when I used to do like FanDuel and all that, like I had to go to like PA to get the location because they like when you do that shit, like they track your location. So like if if you go on FanDuel that you in PA, like where it's legal to do sports betting, you have to be in PA when you like set the account up because they'll ask you for like the track and see if you're really there.
Yeah.
Betting about to get crazy now.
Betting's about to get crazy.
I kind of really want to bet a little bit. You feel me?
I'm not going. You got to be careful because like it gets
of course,
really addicting. Because like you'll get them times where like you're like most of the shit is like you betting on people's stats and all that. So like say like you bet like Lamar Jackson gonna pass. He gonna pass for like he gonna complete 10 passes, right?
Oh,
and like
yeah,
you
I
bet
feel
everybody else, all your other bets hit, but Lamar only completes 9 passes, so you don't get your bet. That type shit it hurts you and you lose, but you like, damn, I was this close. Let me keep going. Like that shit breaks in my head.
I don't want to bet on football. I bet on fighting. I feel like the fighting world, I know a lot better. You feel me? Like UFC, I'm really big in the UFC. Are y'all?
I'm not too big in the
Yeah, I ain't-
UFC.
yeah.
Nah, UFC, I like you. I don't know. It's
I'll
just-
watch it, but I'm not too big on it. Like,
Nah, because I be predicting. You feel me? I be like, I know who to get knocked the fuck out.
I'm about to say, I just like watching motherfuckers knock somebody out. Like, that shit just be funny.
Even the smaller fights. But we're gonna kind of go back to you, Montana, a little bit. So like, when you saying like you're gonna be in like sports, I guess sports media, like where did this come from? Is it just come from like when you were, I guess, athlete and you wanted to continue on doing something along the lines with that, or is it something else that's kind of driving you?
So initially coming out of high school, I wanted to be I wanted to go into, what is it? I'm throwing off a little bit. Hold on.
It's all good. It's all good.
I don't know why it's not coming to me, but it's engineering, computer engineering.
Okay.
I initially wanted to do computer engineering. So I got to college. Shepard was talking to me, and one of the avenues, when we go to college, money comes into the factor. So Shepard was talking to me. He's like, "Look, is something we could do for you that could potentially get you in-state tuition." And Maryland offers this thing called Academic Common Market. So any major that's not offered in the state, in your state, we can get you in-state tuition for.
Okay.
And for my school, that was one of the few majors. So I ended up going that route. And after my first semester, I'm like, yo, I really like this. Like, and I just ran with it.
Yo, that's how it be. I like that story, yo.
Yeah.
Because I was a civil. Did you like engineering at all?
So I never really got the chance to get into it.
Okay.
I've coded a little bit and things of that nature, and I love math, so it was cool.
Okay, I feel it. But I'm glad you found something that you actually like. And
Yeah.
and it was kind of like not by accident, but like it's something that you stumbled into, and this is something that I can see that you're being passionate about. This from what we're talking about,
Right.
So like, what is your big steps coming forward with this?
So-
Obviously you got your job, but like
Yeah, with the new job that I got, I didn't officially start yet. I officially start on the 30th. So I'm gonna be working with radio stations like 105.7 The Fan, 106.9, 101.6. And as a promotions coordinator, my job is to pretty much just get that name out there, get more of a bigger audience. I mean, that's not the route that I initially want to be in right now.
Stepping stone.
Yeah, it's a stepping
foot in the
stone.
door. Get your foot in the door. Started somewhere.
Just get my foot in the door, and the company is is Odyssey. So they got some connections. I can network a little bit once I get in the door.
Oh yeah, you just stay there for like 6 months to a year, get your name out there, talk to the people, yo. Just be happy. You feel me?
You never know. Connections be.
Yo, that's my whole life, yo. Is connections, yo. I just got a job.
Right.
Got that job because I had a connection. My peoples know one of the peoples who worked there, and they was like, "Oh, you know someone? Bring them over here." You feel me, yo?
What's
how
crazy
it
when we
be.
talk about that, right? So I was having a conversation with my brother, and initially I didn't know the term. So he got me hip. He was like, "You don't know what nepotism is?" And then I start doing more research, start looking like, dang. And it's real. Like I see it day in and day out. Like you get in certain avenues and certain places just off of who you know, and it goes a long distance. Like,
And that's not to like go off subject, but that's what I'd be saying. Like when you graduate from college, you get your degree and stuff, yo. Like nowadays, that stuff don't even matter. Like they don't even look at that. It's like, say you got your master's or your degree or whatever. I never even went to school. You feel me? You apply for that job, I apply for it. But I know somebody that works in there. You feel me? I'll probably get that job before you get it.
No, that's a fact, yo.
Exactly.
That is a fact.
So I've learned that too. That's why a lot of people used to say to me like they they don't be going to school. Like it's a lot of people out here that didn't go to school at all, and they're living perfectly fine. You feel me? And it's like
that's one thing I probably preach to my kids too, yo. You don't gotta go to college, yo. Because one thing for me, I like college. Don't get me wrong. Like you go to college, y'all all went to college. That shit is
money.
That shit is like, to me, it's like a big ass Ponzi scheme. Because like some people go to college for years and years and years, yo, and they going making a job or going to a job that's only paying them like 40, 50,000 a year, but you just spent like years of your life in school so you can get a job that's gonna pay you more, but you get out of college and you making what yo make at McDonald's. So that shit be like crazy to me.
I feel that. It also depends on what your major you're.
It depends on what your major is too.
Yeah. I know a lot of people who went to school for like a certain major and then they don't even use it. They not even doing nothing with it. Like
they don't even use it.
Yeah.
That's I love my like psych majors, but like you're probably not gonna make crazy amounts of money when you first come out. You
Nah, for sure.
Having like a bachelor's or something like that, you're gonna need to like get a master's or some shit like that.
Yeah, and it's hard to find a job whether you got it or not. Like it's like you can apply for a certain job you want and then they asking for like 2 or 3 years. It's like, yo, I just graduated. How you want me to have 2 or 3 years in the field? And like it be stuff like
shit,
that.
Yo,
like
I be seeing that shit so many times. Like they want you to be like fresh out of college, but they want you to have experience too. How am I gonna have experience? I'm just out of unless you did like
It's internship.
An internship.
Yeah.
But what if you didn't get an internship?
Hey, spring 20. I know for me, like all that COVID stuff, like that joint messed up like intern stuff for me. So like I didn't have like a real official internship. So like my school did some thing where it was like we had this one class every Monday from like it was like from like 7 to 8 or like from like 7 to 9, and like for my field we would have a different person from like that did a different job in my field. So like sometimes we would have a nurse that she would come in person or they would be on Zoom, or we'd have a chiropractor or a radiologist. Like different people would come and that would be our internship. We would just have to take notes, and ask them questions after that, and like that was our internship for real.
That kind of feel like class almost. You feel
basically.
me? Yeah, I feel that.
So
I kind of I didn't have the same. I actually had to get like my internship canceled because I had one right on like as soon as COVID started. I got one.
Jeez.
I remember
Canceled,
that. I remember that. You was supposed to go to New York, right?
Nah, it wasn't New York. I was supposed to have been going to New York, but I just missed the deadline for that. It was because I knew someone. You feel me? Actually, that's a full circle moment right there. But I had an internship up in DC, and I was just supposed to be like a just a engineering intern, and then just go in there and just watch other engineers do shit. I'm glad I didn't take that because that job would have been really boring. And the internship I did end up going to, I went to New York, and I was working on wind turbines. So that was really cool. So I saw like them like actually put these motherfuckers up. These bitches are like 150 meters tall.
Jeez.
So you like looking up, bitches taller than the Eiffel, not the Eiffel Tower. I don't know how tall the Eiffel Tower is, but
Eiffel Tower is pretty tall, bro.
the Statue of Liberty, it dwarfs the Statue of Liberty. And then with the wind, like the
wind
blade,
turbine dwarfs the Statue of Liberty?
yeah, it's 150 meters. The Statue of Liberty is like 70 meters, something like that. It's crazy. But we're gonna kind of go back into you. How was college as a Kappa?
Hey, so speaking that you said that, yo. So I crossed my junior year, so COVID. I didn't really get the experience to be a frat boy in college. You feel me? So it's like everybody that did cross or did something like spring 20, like they probably didn't really get the experience like being anything in college because it was hella restrictions. Like you couldn't do nothing. There was no parties. It was like, yo, everything was online. Zoom. Like you could stay home or you could be at school, but like you had to be in your room. Or like if there was like an event or something, like bro, it could probably be like 10, 20 people max in that joint. Like you couldn't do anything. Like
y'all money and stuff,
bro. Like when we do like events and stuff like that. Yeah, like we do a whole bunch of community service and stuff like that too. But it's like we couldn't do anything because COVID
restrictions and all that.
Quick question, not to cut you off. We're gonna go back to it. If you're looking for some like a different community service programs, I have a boy who's actually just doing a startup with it. So if you ever need like,
now I'm always looking. Like I've done a whole bunch of community service like stuff at like churches and stuff, and they do like book bag drives, and we went to elementary school one time before, and we just read books to the kids and stuff.
That's
Like,
what's
so
up.
I've done a whole bunch of stuff, so I like to do it. Like, I find it interesting. That's what it's really about.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
we're gonna have fun, party, stuff like that. But like, it's about what you do after. Like, you feel me? You still got to put in work into the organization. You feel me? You feel me? Like, you got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but I find it interesting. So I'll go do some community service. You feel me? Post it on my chapter page, just showing them, like, you feel me? Like, we is out here doing stuff. You know? So I like it.
It is cool because they actually got me. They put me on. My boy is a Sigma, and he does it with like his line and stuff like that. And he gets I forgot their sister.
the Zetas and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So he has them come in there and help him with them, and they did a food drive. And like they fed the homeless, and then I was at their cleanup. So they cleaned up like near Mendalman Mall, and shit. So that was pretty dope. Actually, I took pictures and shit for him. I didn't clean, but I took pictures for him. But that experience with them, it was really like, it was cool. And then like you could see like it was night and day. Really. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah. So you can actually see it. The actual help.
One question I probably had was like, I like asking like a lot of people this. What was the transition from like playing football in like high school to like when you got to college? Like, what was that like? Like personally for you? Like,
I mean. Okay, so in high school I played quarterback. He played receiver. So, but I could play both. You feel me? But when I went into college when I first went in, mind you, I was little. I was always a little dude playing football. I was just fast. So like when I went into college, I'm like, yo, these dudes huge. Like like you feel me? Like and I I'm not putting nothing bad on Randall Stone. You feel me? But like we didn't get like the coaching that we could have had, you feel me? Better like telling them like, yo, you feel me? Like really stay in the weight room. Like these dudes gonna be big. You go next level. It's like, it was just like, we was just worried about like Randall Sound being nice, winning and stuff like that. But like when you go into college, like they really like, yo, you gotta gain weight. You gonna be in the weight room. You feel me? You gotta eat. You feel me? You're a student first, regardless. So like, if your grades in there, you ain't playing. You feel me? Like they strict on everything. Like it's early mornings, like 5 a.m. workouts. So y'all outside in the snow, cold. Like they don't care about none of that. It's like it's legit. You feel me? It's definitely a change. It's a hassle. You feel me? It's like, yo, if you really want to do this is what you want to do. Like this. You feel me? Like this you now. Sure like this is you. Like you better keep your grades and everything. Like, cause they gonna be on you. You feel me? Like, and if they see you slacking, they gonna put you in a little team. It was like a study hall or whatever.
Yeah, coach class almost.
Type joint. Like, and he'll be in there with the coach for like an hour, and he makes sure you do all your work. Like they really be on you. Like, especially if you're a good player. You feel me? Like they want you to play. Like you slacking. And then high school, it's like it's just you. You feel me? Like the teacher's gonna be on you. They might say something, but it's like, yo, you slack off, and it's like you ain't going to the next grade or something. Like, you feel me? It's like
we were kind of lucky for Owens Mills for our wrestling coach. Our wrestling coach was on our shit, yo. Like whatever it was, yo, he was on our shit. We had Gertch, so he was in the school. He would make us come to in the morning early. We do weigh-ins. He'd talk to us about our grades. And if we need help or anything like this, that, and the third, he'd have us go. He'd check up on us all throughout the day, making sure like the knuckleheads doing what they got to do. You feel me? I wasn't a knucklehead, but like I'd be with the knucklehead.
I used to see him walking around the school. He'll just like walk into class and just be looking at certain students just like that. Like, but I can say most of that probably came from like that was the best program like sports wise.
Owens Mills wrestling.
Like it's a difference between like when your sports team, like I could say this, like if your sports team isn't all that, like they're mediocre or something like that, your coaching program probably won't like, I won't say give as fuck, but they won't be like on you as much. It's if like you was like a 10-0 team or some shit like that, because like y'all had a reputation up, bro.
Facts.
I'm not gonna say we didn't at the time. Like when we was there, Owens Mills was a shit. Since we've been gone, the motherfuckers almost went to states like twice.
Oh, you talking about the football team?
Yeah, so like our football coaches and shit like. They would be on us, but they wouldn't be on us like that. Y'all was like, y'all had state champions and shit. Like, multiple people going to state. So he had a reputation to uphold, so he had to do that shit.
Yeah, and that all just stems down from leadership. But what about you, Montana? How was your sports college?
So the transition from high school to college, I'm going to say it like this. Say you come in your freshman year and not even the first day of practice, you feel me? We ain't have a full practice yet. Probably second day on campus, they sit you down in a room and sit with all the freshmen. All of our receivers can go. They just look at you. Everybody in here redshirted. It's 8 freshmen. It's only about five upperclassmen at that time. Our receivers weren't that deep. We ain't had that much of depth. So at that time, they told us only 80 y'all gonna play. So coming in as a freshman, they ain't have much expectations from out of our class. But then as the season go on, like we getting probably you might get 20 plays a week, 20 plays probably 2 days that you gotta learn in the rotation. You gotta know them because we only got 5 upperclassmen, but they going down. Upperclassmen going down. So they saying these red shirts that's not supposed to play. Now they looking at us talking about, oh, y'all don't know them yet. Y'all got to learn this. Installs coming left and right. So I'm gonna say, like in college, the speed is different. Like in high school, I didn't have a receiver coach, so for the most part, I had to teach myself. You go to college, it goes from drill 1 to drill 2 to drill 3. You're like, man, like now, like in the last year, I started helping out at Randallstown as a receiver coach. Our practices, it go from drill, a few seconds would be like a little quick break, and then another drill. So you might not get as much work done in 2 hours. In college, it's bang, 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 bang. There's no walking to the drill. Oh, you want to walk? Don't worry about it. I got you.
On
At the
the
practice, you with me. Yeah, on the line, real quick. Bang, bang, bang. They not playing with you.
I feel that.
Definitely was fast.
Did you have all right, so since you know like wrestling practice, you feel me? So in high school, was that more intense for you, the most intense for high school?
Yeah, so wrestling was way more intense. The fact of we had 3 coaches, but we didn't have as many people. You know, like in high school, we only had 3. Our wrestling coaches and our football coaches was the same amount of coaches. It was 3 coaches. So we probably had like 30-something kids with 3 coaches. So
For the wrestling team?
no, for football, we had 30-something kids with 3 coaches. For wrestling,
Okay.
for wrestling, we had 3 coaches for about probably 9-10 kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's easier.
Did you have to wrestle Destin?
I mean,
We practiced because I had to wrestle him before. You feel me? He was way bigger than me. He just bullying me. I'm like, I'm really trying. Like,
His little punk ass yo. That's my boy, yo. Yeah, that's my boy, yo.
nah,
he was nice though.
he was nice in
definitely
wrestling.
But
The African strength.
it is that African strength. Him and his cousin Toby, yo.
Toby,
them
yo.
niggas are strong
I
as
done
fuck,
wrestled
yo.
both of them niggas. Bro. Them niggas is some strong ass niggas.
Hell
bro.
yeah, yo. Toby was my guy. I met them both in Morgan.
Okay.
So I was real cool with them. So it's
tough.
So kind of like switching to more of like, I guess like the sports topic side of things. So did y'all hear about like the Giannis incident?
Yeah, I heard about that.
There was hella shit with that game.
Yeah.
bro.
So
a couple things that happened with Giannis.
So I'm just gonna like kind of explain from my point of view what I heard. So first thing I saw was obviously the video where he took the ladder and he like kind of like threw the shit out the way because he was
Right.
doing it. But like going more down in the line when he was making statements about it, apparently I don't know who was on this Sixers team. Was it Sixers?
Montrez, it was he was shooting free throws, and this was after the game. He was shooting free throws, and Montrezl Harrell like was tired of it. Like they was trying to take the goal post down, all that shit. So when he shot the free throw, Montrez grabbed the ball, and he walked away, and he was looking at him like, "Yo, go ahead." Like
Yo said this is not your stadium. Get the fuck out.
He was telling him.
I would have been sick. But with that, do you think he acted like inappropriate in that situation just from his status?
In my personal opinion, because Giannis is looked at as one of the good guys in the NBA, you don't hear too much bad about him. You know, if you looked at the movie called Rise, it's supposed to be about Giannis's life and his upbringing and stuff like that. So he has a very humble beginning. So I feel like what the media tries to do is when you have the good guys, they try to portray them as bad sometimes. And a guy like Giannis, when you see the situation, they just trying to find a negative. So and I feel like they're doing that in a way, I want to say, to take the attention away from Kyrie and the whole situation going on with that.
That's something I want to talk about.
But yeah, I don't know.
But no, like, do y'all feel like Kyrie is anti-Semitic? Like, what's y'all views on like the stuff because I know there's people out there like with the Kanye shit too. There's people out there that agree with them, yo. And I'm not gonna say I don't agree with them, but like when I listen to Kanye and the shit that he said, he's kind of speaking the truth, bruh.
He's speaking the truth.
He's speaking the truth, but it's just like the way he's saying it. It's like the media is just portraying him as like a crazy man.
So you want to touch on it? Which one you want me to address first?
You could address either one. But
address the Kyrie.
I would say just the Kyrie first because that's the sports thing. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say in Kyrie's situation, the post now the what was in the post, I don't agree with. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. However, what Kyrie did with the post, you really don't know his outlook on it because he made a post. He doesn't say I agree with this or I don't agree with this. It doesn't say I'm trying to bring this awareness of this video to get it taken or get rid of the Get rid of it. So we don't know where Kyrie was standing on this. So I don't completely say that, Kyrie was completely wrong and this and this and the third. But what I do feel was wrong was the fact of, as soon as the post happens, everybody just canceled him.
Yes.
Why didn't they just pull him in the room? Hey, Kyrie, what's going on with this?
I feel it.
It was instantly apologize. If someone would have raised the question of, Kyrie, what were you doing behind this post? Nobody raised that question. It was instantly, oh no, you're canceled. He could have been bringing awareness about a video he disagreed with, and nobody knows because they didn't ask.
That's the cancel culture that we live in, though. You feel me? Everybody wants to like, if they see you doing good, they're gonna. That's how I feel. They want to put you down.
They're looking for the
Always
bad.
like that.
Yeah, of course. But also, some things I feel like he shouldn't say just because of his stature and the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like he's seen, even though he should say it, you feel me? But there's some things that even, let's say, LeBron shouldn't even say. He's like, I guess, like the top of the top. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, that thing. Don't do GoPro. But even with certain statures, and I feel like you can't say a certain thing just because of how you would affect others. You know what I mean? So like, kind of going to like a political aspect of it. I truly think Donald Trump, he should be able to say whatever the fuck he says, but he shouldn't do certain things with it. He shouldn't incite a riot, obviously. You know what I mean? That's the whole purpose of him fucking getting out of being canceled off of Twitter. You feel me? It's just certain things I feel like you can't say. You know what I mean? Just because of the influence you have.
I feel like I agree with that whole like freedom of speech thing. Like one main thing I say with the freedom of speech is the shit with lyrics and songs. You feel me? Like how they use that against like a rapper or something like that. Like if you telling me I have the freedom to say whatever the fuck, then I should be able to say, yeah, I fucked that bitch and I sold her some crack and I feel like you feel me? Like how do you know I'm being
It's
dead ass
crazy though,
about that?
no facts, because like that's starting to happen a lot lately. Like with the rappers that's going like
Yeah.
Young Thug and all
Young
that stuff. Like
Thug,
yo,
yeah.
they say something in their song and it's like,
Boom,
now
you
it's
said
based
this.
off a case now. Like and these dudes in jail for a while. Like and they trying to make it longer. It's always like yo, they supposed to get out soon. And it's like something else got added on. And like,
Right.
he said this in another song. Yo, y'all was just talking about this song. Like,
Right. But in some cases, people can be dumb enough that like Bobby Shmurda, he was just dumb as shit. Bobby Shmurda was dumb as shit. I'm not gonna hold you. He actually put the shit that he did in the song, like when they killed this
what you called
nigga.
it too? YNW Melody.
Yeah, like that shit. Like
And,
that I can say.
TK, you did some stupid
Yeah.
shit like that too.
But like if you sitting here trying to like link this with that and some whole like link some shit that happened then and all, but that's different. Them niggas actually like there's clear cut evidence like yeah we seen that this happened and you gonna go on the song and be like yeah I killed Joe and da 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 like that's different. But if I'm just sitting here saying like yeah so like this and that like just for like entertainment wise you shouldn't be able to come back and be like yeah well you said you did this in the song and da 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 so we should be able to convict you for this.
But I think Meek Mill and Jay-Z been trying to. They've been trying.
Yeah,
to,
they've
like,
been trying to fight it, but it's
fight
like
that.
they're not the Supreme Court shit. They're not gonna agree with that.
I feel it.
Because they're trying to, you know what I mean?
We're black.
It's yeah. I'm about to say it's
But
a
like I
whole.
said, that go with anything though. Like whether it's a rapper, like sports, anything. Like it's like, sometimes you just gotta watch what you say because like everybody listening, you just
have
never
freedom of
know.
speech, but
Yo,
you don't really have.
you
freedom of
don't
speech.
exactly. And,
I feel like the thing is, I feel like the newer generation is just sloppy because the older generation, they were doing the same things, but however their wordplay and their diction in terms of their lyrics was just amazing. So they might like Biggie. Who shot ya?
Yeah.
Like you feel me?
Who shot ya?
We don't know to this day if he officially shot him or not. But
Left them
in the
creek.
lyrics,
No, yeah, we don't know that.
But in the lyrics, he gonna make you think he was a great entertainer. You feel me? Or if you look at Ice Cube and Eazy-E and all of them, certain like little lyrics they had, it's just all about your wordplay. But nowadays they sloppy.
Yeah, they just don't care. We got
And
the
like how they
6ix9ines
carry
of the
themselves and some shit. And
Hell
so
yeah.
some like if you look at how rappers back in the day carry themselves from how they is like nowadays, a lot of these rappers want to be flashy. You feel me? Like everybody got to see you. They got to know what you're doing. You feel me? Like that. Like rappers back in the day, they was low key. Like I mean, maybe that's more because like we have the internet now. So the internet is like really like a place where everybody wants to show out. That's what I can say. Like social media is to me is a place like this. Is how I feel social media. You show people what you want them to see. You feel me? Like. You want them to see you like blinged out and shit like that. You gonna show them you blinged out. But like, if you don't want them to like, say you really sad and you don't want, they're not gonna see that. They know you for like how you are on the internet, so you try to portray yourself differently and carry yourself like that. That's how people want to see. Back in the day, they ain't had that. So like, what you seen was what you saw. You saw them on TV. That's what you saw. You never really knew. But now it's like the internet is there. Everybody needs to see something for like validation and verification and shit like that.
This is a little off topic, but it's a show on Netflix called the Tendless Swindler, and it's a guy. He literally go on Tinder, show the women what he would make them believe what they want to believe. Like it's a real case, and he goes on and he tells them, yeah, like you my girlfriend, and I'm not gonna lie, he put a lot of effort, made him really think this is his girlfriend, make him think he got a lot of money the whole time. He's using their credit cards, maxing them out, making them take out loans. Like this is a real thing. This is not a fake.
Making them take out loans.
Making them take out loans. Like
yo,
what's
this
called? Fucking your credit. That's fucking your credit score up.
The Tendless Swindler. So like,
I had to watch that.
it was. I remember one time he got his girlfriend. He like, yeah, I'm gonna buy you a new apartment, and sending them the videos and stuff like that. And then he like, look, these people. His whole lie that he used to use was, I'm a very important guy. Like I'm a diamond dealer, and it's people trying to kill me. And he would show them like old videos and stuff like that of his security guard with like a scar on his head and like people shooting at them and all this other stuff. And everybody would believe and just give him the money. Like he just used to wean out any type of woman that he was just gonna give him the money.
You know, some of them he actually did take them out and like actually like proved, like air quotes, proved that he actually had the money, but he's using a whole different shorty's money. Yo. You feel me, yo?
That's crazy.
He's using this other shorty, Megan, over there to take out Elizabeth and give Elizabeth a great ass night, and then ask Elizabeth for the bread back. You feel me? Didn't he get like $10,000 from a shorty?
10 bands.
Yes, 10 bands.
You know what's crazy though? He beat everything.
He beat all the cases.
He's out right now.
He's out right now. He beat everything. I don't know.
I think it's because they gave him the money on their own, like on their
He
own
ain't
conscience.
technically do nothing illegal for real. Like,
I'm about to say, if y'all was student to give him that, it's different than like, if he took your credit card, you feel me? You don't know. Like you be like, yeah, I'll be back. He take your card, go take shorty day, come back. You don't know. But if they outright gave dude the money,
Outright gave the man the money.
The court gonna look at him like, well, you gave him the money.
That's how it is. And
feel
now
me? Like,
he
that
went to
shit's
jail though.
wild.
He went to jail for like, I feel like a year or a little bit. He did go to jail for a little bit,
Oh, okay.
but he is out right now. That shit
Jeez.
crazy as fuck, yo. That
they'll
shit is
probably
crazy.
like, dang, if I can do that, I wonder what else I can do.
It's hella crazy. I remember I seen some shit. But it's like it's a serial squatter. I don't know if y'all ever seen. It was something like called like Worst Roommate. It was this dude. He would literally like he would room with people, but like he wouldn't pay them no rent. And like you feel me? Like the thing about squatting is you can like say this house is up for sale, and like you like as a homeless person you just see this house. They leave the door. You can come in here and live in here, right? And like say they don't know you here. If you get a piece of mail mailed to this house, by law they can't kick you out of the house because you got a piece of mail mailed here. So technically this is your address. Like you didn't have to pay shit on the house. Like if I wanted to right now, I could stay at Earl's house for a couple of days, and they could try to kick me out. If I don't leave, they don't call the police or nothing. If I get a piece of mail mailed here, by law they can't kick me out because this is my house. I live here now.
I live here now.
They said this is my house.
Like, yo, he used to go around doing that. Like, he would roommate with people and he would give them hell. Like, he would do whatever the fuck, he would doing whatever. Like, and they couldn't kick him out because he technically lived there by law. So, like, it was just, it was another people that, there was $1 million house. They was renovating it and shit like that. And they weren't in it for a little bit because they stopped renovating. They have enough money. They come back. It's a family living there. And they like, what the fuck? Y'all got to get out. We like, no, we not getting out. This is our house. They're like, well, they called the police. Police like, yeah, we can't come out. They got mail here. They technically live here by law. So the people just had to like wait. Like you can't do. They can live there for up to a year.
That's insane.
Until you, So like, it's crazy shit, yo. It's like it's just different shit. Like that just reminded me of a situation like that. Like,
speaking of that, have you ever had a bad roommate?
In college?
Yeah, just in general. Let's say college. What about you, Taylor? You had he had a very interesting experience.
my trade school is. I don't know if you ever heard of Job Corps. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Job Corps. It's a free program. Like you can anybody from the age of I think it's 14 to 24, you can go there, and like it's people like if you ain't get your high school diploma, you can go there and get your high school diploma. But it's meant to be a trade school. So you wake up, you go to trade from like 7 to like 3. You know what I mean? So that's like it's basically supposed to prepare you for like the work day. So like you get up 7 o'clock, you feel me? You get off like 3, 4, but like you get anybody. Like I had roommates that's like a 14-year-old, had a roommate that was 23. He went to jail before and shit like that. But like it's you get a room with so many different people. The main thing is there's like people fucking stink, yo. Like and like I realized that like being there, like yo, and then like the washroom, yo. Like I know in college and shit was like that. Like when you washing clothes, I done had to take somebody's clothes out the washing machine, throw the shits out because they took my shit out and left it on top of the dryer.
I had
like,
it a couple times.
I had to do that shit a couple times. Yo. I done had people kicked out my room because niggas wasn't taking showers, yo. Like and you stink like body. Like I'm like. I had to sit down like a one-on-one conversation. I was like, yo, can y'all just get out the room? I gotta talk to him. Close the door, locked it for like 5. I'm like, yo, why do you not take showers, bro? Like and he didn't. He just said he didn't want to. I had to get kicked out of my room because like I can't live with somebody that don't want to take showers and you just stink.
That's
I
crazy.
feel that, yeah. I had a bad experience like that.
What, with a roommate?
Yeah. Man, yo. This actually made me like leave like on campus, like point blank period. I said, fuck this, I'm done with this. It's honestly it's my fault because I should have roomed with my boy, who was my first roommate, but we just never did it, yo. I guess we was being lazy or something. But he was a bigger fellow, you feel me? It was 3 things that I just did not like what he did, yo. First, I know he wasn't getting ass, yo. I know he wasn't getting ass, but he will always have condoms on the floor. Like just like in his
Open?
No, not open. It'd be like flavored condoms, yo. It's like I'd be like, yo, why, yo? That's the first thing. So I'm like, that's not even that bad. You feel me? Okay. Then he would have like, and it was funny as shit because I got locked out of my room before, so I had to get the DA to open the door for me. And then we went in there, and then like, he's very sloppy with his lotion, so he like has the lotion fucking everywhere. So it's just dry lotion everywhere. So he's looking at me. I was like, that's not my fucking side. He must be beating his dick or something or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he be doing, yo. Shit, the lotion's everywhere. Hated that. And what really took the cake, yo, he would take fucking forever to wash his clothes. So like, it was this one night I got in early. So I said, fuck this, I'm going to sleep. I'm tired because I was doing work all day. I said, fuck this, I'm going to sleep early. He came in after me and like shifted his clothes. That was it, my nigga, yo. That shit smelled like fucking eggs and shit. I said, fuck no. I said, yo, and I said this out loud. And I'm not a very confrontational guy. I said, what the fuck, yo? I said that out loud. And I took my Febreze and I sprayed that shit in the darkness, yo. I just sprayed that shit. And I know he fucking heard the shit, yo. Because he didn't go to sleep right away, yo. That's what took the cake, yo. I said, fuck this. I'm out this bitch, yo. Started commuting ever since, yo. Morgan was crazy.
I don't think I had an experience with a bad roommate. I think I was pretty cool. I think all my roommates. I had a lot of like, what was it? My sophomore year was the only time I had like like somebody younger than me as a roommate. But like my freshman year, junior, senior year, like I always had like a senior for real. Like before I had a senior, so like he was never in the room. He always had somewhere to go.
He was a senior, bro.
That's crazy. He was never there. Like my roommate, he would come in there, pack a bag. He'd be like, "Yo, I'll see you later." Wouldn't see him for the rest of the week or the week. Like he always had somewhere to go. So I'm like, "Yo, do you got girls?" Like, no. He always just had somewhere to be. Like he would never be in there. He would come in there like, "What's good, roommate?" Pack his joint. All right, I'll see you later. Gone. Like so, I basically had a room to myself.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's what's up, bro.
That's really how it was. But I'm like, if I did have somebody like that, like I'm a neat freak. So like. Yeah, none of that would be happening. No, I can't do it, yo. Can't do it.
That's my one thing, though. You just can't. Like, I'm a big nigga, but I pride myself. Like you said, like, yo, I always was that man that just, like, I had a cologne collection, you feel me? Like, shot. Like, I just could not stink because that was a trope, you feel me? Like, you big, you must fucking stink, you feel me? So I was like, nah, I'm going to break that. So, like, if you stink around me, that shit just irritates me. You feel me? Like, and if I know you're not taking shot, like, and then the thing is, the times the nigga would take showers, wouldn't use soap, yo. Like, he didn't have soap. He would go around, he would just use water, and then he'd come in and dry off. And I know he didn't have soap because I used to be one of the people, like in Job Corps, they had like your dorm leaders and shit, and you would have to be the one to like do the checks, make sure niggas ain't got no contraband in their drawers and shit like that. I go in his drawers, ain't no soap. It's shampoo, but it's no soap.
Yeah, that like, nigga's head be itchy. That's why.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yo.
I couldn't do that, yo.
Yeah, I didn't really have a bad experience. I only had a roommate for 2 years, and both of those roommates was my teammates. So
yeah,
They couldn't do that shit even if they wanted to.
Bro, having a teammate as a roommate, yo, it's so clutch though. Like, yo, it's so clutch, yo, because like you had them days where it's like, yo, you had a long day or like practice was crazy. You feel me? Like you don't want to do no work or nothing. You feel me? We had those days. You feel me? But like, you know, you gotta wake up early in the morning. That's more like both of y'all got 5 a.m. workouts. You feel me? Like. Yo, somebody alarm going off. It's like, yo, wake me up because I gotta be there too. You feel me? Like instead of having like somebody that didn't play sports, he not gonna wake you up. You feel me? He like, bro, I'm trying to sleep. But like both of y'all gotta go. It's like, yo, we gotta go. Like start getting dressed. Like especially when y'all about to be late or something, bro. We both booking out the room at the same time. Like, yo, we gotta go. So like, nah, definitely having a team is it's fun. Like, but it's definitely needed because it's like, yo, like y'all keep each other. Y'all keep each other up, you feel me? Like, yo, you doing your work, you doing this. Like, all right, yo, we got lifting at this time. Like, come on, we about to go, you feel me? Because,
and I bet you still cool with that man to this day too.
oh yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
Sure.
I think that's like I guess the beauty of having a teammate and living with him. Because whoever you probably roomed with, if you fucking with him like as a teammate, you probably fucking with him to this day. You feel me? Because you was with him literally going to sleep to waking up. Type shit. You feel me? Kind of switching the topic up. We said this before. We had this. I had this question before with my other friends and stuff. What's your top 5 athletes? Doesn't matter what type of like sport they do.
What era? What's your top 5?
Top 5
athletes?
Top 5 athletes.
Like you feel me? Like you feel me? Like they like when you say personify like what an athlete needs to be. You feel me? Like,
Hell yeah.
Like.
Yeah, you're purebred.
It don't gotta be from this era. It could be from fucking 1900s.
All right.
Shit like that.
I'm gonna start it off with.
All right, bet. Is this 5 or your number 1?
Yeah, like what order you going?
I can go 5, but this is gonna be in order. Number 1.
All right, bet.
Serena Williams. That's my number 1.
That's your number 1. Okay.
My number 1.
That's different.
Okay.
My number 1.
Okay, I like that it's different too.
Yeah, I
like that it's different
I've been
too.
hearing we hear a lot of the same answers, but I like that. I never heard his number 1. I've heard that in the list, but never his number 1.
Reason why I got put at number 1 is like we talk about, like I say, a lot of the athletes, we try to put them in a negative outlook and people try to downplay them. But like with her, I can't say anything they did wrong. And then in terms of the community and how they move,
you watched the movie?
Yeah, I watched the movie. The movie was great. The movie.
I ain't seen it. That's the one with Will Smith.
Yeah, before.
And I believe initially in the movie she wasn't that good. It was her sister that was the best. Venus. I think Venus was the best when he was younger, and then Serena just ended up getting nice because her dad wouldn't allow her to play at first, so she had to sneak in the tournaments. So it's like, wow, that's huge. And those stories, it touched with me. I probably had to go Giannis at 2 after watching Rise. I say after watching Rise because his story and just the fact of how everything played out, like he didn't have no choice. Like one, he was an illegal immigrant. His family was on a run every day. Giannis had to sleep in a bed with 3 other siblings. He didn't meet his other sibling until he got to the NBA. Then he got to the NBA and it was, well, why would we take a chance on Giannis? Why would we do this? Why would we do that? And then what really resonated with me was the fact of in the movie, Giannis's agent, the guy came in and said, why would I take a chance on them? I can't remember the guy. It was another agent that was supposed to be the top guy over there. So then Harris comes back. He said, Harris gonna come back with you and say, well, I can't get your whole family over there. So Harris comes back and then he comes back with saying we can't get you there, but then he says, but what we can do is we can go to the NBA draft. You feel me? And when Giannis called him family and like this why we can't cross him, like double cross him. Bro, I love loyalty. Anybody that can be loyal, that's not going to sneak behind your back and snake you, bro. That with me personally, like that stands all the way up here.
I feel that.
You feel me?
I feel that.
So I got to go them 2. For 3, I gotta go Kobe.
R.I.P. Kobe.
I gotta go Kobe. 4 and 5 get a little tough. It's a woman. I can't remember her last name.
What sport she play? You know,
it was basketball. So she was one of the few women. A lot of people don't know about this, but it's actually a woman, a black woman at that, who was drafted in the NBA.
I've heard about that. I've heard about that. I don't know. I know
think it's Louise Hurst or something like that.
It's Louise something, but I have heard it was a woman. I have heard about it. She was nice as shit.
Never heard of that before.
Yeah,
never heard that.
Yeah, and then probably 5. I don't know, 5 up in the air because it's way too many at 5.
Yes.
I probably go Usain. I guess you can't leave Usain out.
Nah, you can't. And that's seeing that you said that, like, yo, I'm sitting over here thinking while he talking, like trying to get my 5, but I'm like, yo, now that he started bringing like females, and it's just like, yo, I can't.
It's a lot,
I can't choose, yo, because there's some athletes out here, and there's some people that don't get that exposure that might be nicer than somebody that's in the league. You feel me? They just never got that shot. You feel me? Like, bro, it was plenty of people in college that was probably better than somebody, but they just didn't get that shot. But I'm pretty sure they still trying. You know, you can still get undrafted, but it's like, yo, it's some dogs, but it's like, yo,
some
they
dogs,
only
bro.
it's only getting better. Like it's not getting work. Like, yo, they just getting faster, stronger. Like, yo, be dudes like 300 pounds running like fast as receivers and shit. Like, yo, how you running that fast? Like, you catching a running back. Like, yo, like you catching dudes that you shouldn't be catching. Like, but like they just only getting better. That's why it's just like, yo, I can't even give you 5, yo. Cause
It was
like,
I seen it was one of these years. It was some dude in the combine. A dude weighed like 315.
Moving.
He ran like
Moving.
a 4'6", 4'7".
moving.
Yo, and the
That's
imagine that
the
coming
commentator
towards you.
was like, "It's no way." They was like, is that Tom right?
It was a guy from Georgia.
Moving, bro.
I can't remember. It was a D lineman. I think it was last year. It was a D lineman from Georgia. I just can't remember his name right now.
You know, like, and then another thing I like to think out too, like if there was one thing I used to do in school a lot when we had the laptops. I used to stay watching Ball is Life. Like I had the code to get on YouTube and shit. Like when we had the laptop, so I used to stay watching that. And like now that I look at it, yo, like dudes back then, like when we was in high school, you had dudes that was like your height, they our age and shit like that. You feel me? They was 17, 18, shit like that. Now this kids fucking 14, 15, 13, they 6'7",
Bro.
6'6". You feel me? Like they tall as fuck.
I saw my
They still got
first
their whole life to
12-year-old,
grow
bro.
high.
So I train at this gym, right? And there's a dude, he his clientele, like he get a lot of athletes, right? So like this tall kid come walking through the door one time. I'm like, yo, this kid tall, like, yo, you feel me? Like he played basketball or football, He played basketball. I'm like, yo, like, yeah, like he in high school or something. I got like, nah, he just got to middle school. Dude,
That
like,
shit's
bro,
wild.
dude, like 6'5", bro. You feel me? He tall, he skinny, like he could put some muscle on, but like, yo, he's 6'5", bro. And
Still
he
got
in
his
middle
whole life
school,
to
bro.
grow, yo.
It's just crazy.
Still got your
I'm
whole
just
life
like,
to
yo,
grow.
what they was feeding you? You know? Like,
Like, I remember being like in middle school. I remember I was 6 feet in middle school. Like I remember that. So I used to always think I was gonna be like go to be just tall as fuck.
Same, bro.
But I feel like I've worn a size 13 since I was in 7th grade, yo. Like in 7th grade, my feet was a size 13. I used to think like, damn, I'm gonna be wearing like a size 17 when I get to high school. I remember I stopped growing, but then I look at like my little cousin, bro. He's like that nigga picked me up one day, and I was like, damn, bro, this is crazy.
Yo, my little cousin is tall as shit. He's like 6'7" now. Crazy as shit.
my
yo.
little brother telling me he like 6'2", 6'3".
I already know my little brother.
Yo, what? I came back from college one day. Yo, opened the door. I'm like, yo, who is you? Yo, like, he grew out of nowhere. Yo, I'm like, yo, what?
This shit's crazy, yo. Hell yeah. But I'm gonna say my little top 5. My top 5 changed from back then. You feel me? So obviously my first one is Khabib. Can't go without him. Khabib is just a dog, yo. And I feel like Khabib is one of them people that can pretty much, he could do anything if he really wanted to put it set his mind to. And I idolize like combat sports a little bit higher than everything else because they literally have to put their body on the line. Even though everybody else do put their body on the line, they put their body on the line. My next one is Mike Tyson. I gotta go with the old heads, you feel me? Just because of his story, you feel me? Because this man was crazy as a bitch, yo. He still is crazy.
is. I was about to
He
say
still
still is.
is crazy as
He
a
was
bitch.
broke as shit.
Yo, but like just because of like his background, and I watched his documentary, and like when I first heard the story of Lloyd, like he was getting bullied, and then his bully broke his my fault. When his bully broke his
the neck of the pigeon?
Yes, broke the neck of the pigeon, yo, and he just went crazy after that. I was like, yeah, this man came from nothing. Got bullied, became a fucking world champion, the youngest world champion at the time. I think he still was the youngest heavyweight world champion of all time. And then this is also where it kind of gets tricky at the third. I would say Michael Phelps,
Okay.
just because
I hear him in a minute.
I swam before. You feel me? I was a lifeguard. Swimming is fucking ridiculously hard, yo. Like on your body. It's the action of swimming is not hard, but like competitively swimming, like long distances,
And to swim that fast, like,
it's crazy as shit, yo.
Yo,
Crazy
they
as
be
shit, yo.
flying in the
Yo,
water, yo.
motherfuckers be faster than people that's actually running and shit like that.
When I be looking at the way when they be doing like the breaststroke and like all that shit look like it takes hella toll.
Right.
Hella
I'd
toll,
have
yo.
still been in there right now. I can't.
Yeah.
They be really, yo, that's crazy. Like the way their body move underwater, like they be under, and then when they
They
come
look like
up,
a
they
fish,
get,
yo.
it's crazy.
It's like
like
a human fish. I be really thinking about that
Yo,
shit.
they are like absolutely crazy.
Nah,
And,
they're
like,
definitely tough.
and they're
Slept on too.
They are slept on, and then their breath capacity is
Oh,
ridiculous. So the next one is a female. It's Amanda Nunez. If you don't know who that is,
It's another UFC fight.
it is another UFC fighter. She was a double champ. She still is a double champion. Double champion. She lost one of her belts before, but like just her work ethic is fucking crazy, yo.
Is that the one that beat? It was a girl that was really good at a point in time. Ronda Rousey. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was that
No,
Amanda
that's
Nunes?
Holly Holmes beat Ronda
No,
Rousey.
Amanda Nunes beat Ronda Rousey too, though.
She probably did, but
Ronda
Ronda Rousey.
Rousey wasn't undefeated after when she beat her.
Yo, Ronda Rousey really definitely did change the game for women's combat because she was that bitch like when she first came out. You feel me?
Till she got kicked in the face.
Yeah, she did get kicked in the face by Holly Holmes. Holly Holmes is a dog too.
Dog too, yeah.
But
We used to stay using them. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
UFC 2, yo. We used to stay fighting.
hell yeah, I love that. And then the fifth one is definitely going to be hard. But I kind of went for like out of country type of thing. So like I was thinking either Ronaldo or Messi.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's between one of those two. I really just don't know their stats, but I just feel as though the fact that they're that name, like that name of like Messi or Ronaldo is that worldwide, that just has to show you where they come from.
The thing I say about that is like, to me, when I say one name, I automatically think of the other. Like
That's
if
the
I
same.
say Messi, I automatically think, well, damn, there's Ronaldo too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, if I think Ronaldo, oh, damn, there's Messi.
I agree. Yeah.
Soccer is that's. I mean, dang. It's like soccer to me is like how it is like for baseball. Like I can't watch it on TV. I'd rather be there. You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree.
I'd rather
Watching
see it in
baseball
person. Yeah, because it's kind of boring. You feel me? And like with soccer and baseball, it's like it's harder to score. Like, it takes longer if you get what I'm saying. Especially soccer, because
Like
it's
soccer,
like,
there's games that go to 0-0.
that's what I'm saying. Like the
1-0,
goalies
shit
really
like
be
that.
nice.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you gotta really be nice to score, yo. It's like and it's
true.
hard. Like that's definitely slept on.
And they
for
be
sure.
that ball be going fast as a bitch. Yo. I know that shit be going fast as shit.
But bro,
The people running, like they be going fast as shit.
I know their shins be hurt and they be concussed, bro.
I got a quick story. I got fucking beamed with a lacrosse ball when I was playing lacrosse. Like it was a shooter. It was Sparrows Point, so it was one of them white guys. Yo, them motherfuckers play bread and all that shit. Yo, that's all they do. Yo, fucking hit me right in the fucking neck. Yo,
I know
me
you
up,
had a
yo.
welt when you.
I did have a welt, but I'm a fucking dog. Yo, I stood up.
You don't
and
gotta be a dog to fucking have a welt. nigga.
Nah. Yeah, of course, yo. I played for like that 30 like seconds because they didn't want to call the time on me.
Shit was probably
Right.
like,
That shit did hurt though. It felt like someone was choking me, but that shit was wild. But we're starting to get to like to the hour
damn, I
mark,
can't
yo.
get my top 5. Bro.
Oh shit, yeah. Go ahead. Yo, you know,
Nah,
yo,
nah,
that's fine.
definitely get your top.
Yo, get your top 5. Everybody else did that shit, yeah.
My top 5. My number one is still the same. I'm a diehard.
Oh
You
my
already
God,
know. My
yeah.
number one is Tom Brady. You feel me? I give Tom Brady number one. You feel me? When I think of Tom Brady, you feel me? I think of a winner.
You want to argue that?
You about to argue with that? Look, I
got
think
him
of Tom
started.
Brady, I think of a winner. You feel me? And one thing I like to say about winning too is, if you really think of Tom Brady, a lot of people bring up the deflate gate, you feel me? But like, put yourself in that position, you feel me? You want to do anything you can to win, right? You feel me? Winning it by any means necessary. I respect that. I respect it, but then I don't, because you're cheating. But it's like, shit, that motherfucker was willing to do whatever he had to do. You feel me? He wanted to win, shit like that. He got the most championships in the NFL for a single player. You know what I mean? He has what, more championships than any fucking team combined. Like, he has more championships than teams combined. Like, there's some, like, if you put hella franchises together, they still don't have as many rings as Tom Brady would have. You feel me? So that's my number one. Number 2,
Can I
yeah.
interject on that?
You got him started.
So I had this argument before because when I look at Tom Brady, like we say, the best athletes, right? And when we talk about football, it's so much of a team sport.
Yeah, that's one thing I was gonna get into. Like,
Okay.
you can't comparing team sports and single sports, like fighting,
Right.
and compared to like basketball, that's like different. You feel me? Because like you said, with a team, you gotta depend on somebody else too. Like he wouldn't have been like he was if Randy Moss wasn't catching the balls or like Gronk or what. Like you feel me? He had to put in. People had to put in work for him too. But like I go what you were saying.
So like, if we look at the NFL today, where we have the meta of the hybrid quarterback, we got Lamar, Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields. You feel me? And then we talk about, you say like the best athletes. We look at Tom Brady in this era right now. Yeah, he's at his older age, but with a lot of them guys, it's hard for him to go out there and compete every Sunday with them. You feel what I'm saying? Because just in the NFL now, it's kind of like you got to demand your quarterback to be able to get somewhere with the ball on the ground. Like I will say this, Tom Brady, in my opinion, is one of the greatest minds in terms of football. He's one of the greatest football players, but in terms of athlete, I can't give him that credit.
I understand that. I understand that. Like when you bring up the athletic ability, but like for me, I like another thing I think of when I think of like an athlete and like somebody that plays sports is like a winner. You know what I mean? Like and he like I said, he
has a drive to win.
I can say Tom Brady and Kobe are one of the two people that I could say like they personify what like it means to like want to win. Like a lot of people like to call Tom Brady like a pussy or he's prissy, like he complains too much, but the motherfucker wants to win. He's mad he's not winning. He's so like that's what he wants. He wants that with his soul, his very being. He wants to win.
He likes perfection.
Yeah, he's a perfectionist, and I can respect that because when I was playing sports, I was a perfectionist.
Okay.
I fuck up on the play. I'm on the side. I'm like, damn, I should have did this. I could have did that. I fucked up. Next play, I'm fucking them up. Like that's the type of mentality I can respect. You feel me? Like when you do something, when anything I do, I want it to be perfect as I can get it to be. Feel me? So that's why number 2. My number 2 would be Kobe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Straight. That's that right there. Like
Mamba mentality.
I Mamba mentality. I can respect that. I think of that shit. All the documentaries I watched. Kobe still my lock screen to this, my home screen to this day. I will not like when Kobe passed. I cried my fucking tears so much. Like that was the reason I started watching basketball. When Kobe was when he was in the championship against the Magic. That was when I went to California with my uncle. He was staying up there and he was watching that shit. And I'm like, damn, this motherfucking Kobe is just going crazy.
I feel like it's two different. It's two different perfectionists though. You feel me? Like you got Tom Brady, yeah, here perfectionist, but like how you said, like you be thinking about it, trying to do better, Tom Brady, if he get in his head, he still be you feel me? Once he get in his head, it's like, yo, all right, like relax now, like you feel me? Go back to how you was at first. Like you get in your head, he start messing up because he thinking too much. He don't want to mess up how he did the first time.
Right.
Now Kobe, he's just different. Like Kobe is he just different. Like he a different perfectionist because it's like, yo, even though he did mess up, he ain't make the shot. Yo, he gonna,
don't faze him.
He gonna make a way. Like he got that dog perfectionist. He's like, yo, I'm all right, yo. Like I messed up that time. I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna do it better, and I'm gonna come back and really like. You feel me? Like you feel me? He's just different, yo. He's different. It's two different.
Yeah. Yo, if you ever watch any like documentaries or like people just talking about Kobe is like probably the most cold-blooded person on the court. Like,
I agree.
He don't give a fuck. He'll tell you about yourself on the court. He'll tell you about yourself off the court. He'll tell you about yourself in front of your mother, your son, your like he don't care. You feel me? Like that motherfucker wants what he wants and he's gonna get it. So like there'd be times I'll listen to it and like there was Amon Shumpert, the one stuck with me. He was sitting there. Amon Shumpert was like having one of the games of his life when he was on the Knicks. For me, he was going off. He did all this shit right. He said Kobe came up to him in the fourth quarter and it was like he said it was like a whole quarter left. Kobe tapped him. He was like, "Good game." It's like good shit. You tried your hardest. And he was like, "What are you talking about, bro? It's still like a whole quarter left." He was like, "Nah, I just want you to know you did good. You tried your hardest, but
good game.
Good game. It's over." And like it's tied up whole quarter left. Nigga said Kobe went on to drop like 20 that quarter. Like he was just like he wanted that win. He told him like I'm getting this win. Like this is mine. Like
jeez.
Like I'm predicting the future right now. But number 2, I agree with you with Serena Williams. Serena Williams is like that's just like
Number 3.
This shit 3.
I said number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So number 3. Serena Williams. She's just like, when I watch her play, yo, like, one thing people used to always say about her is that noise that she made. Like when she hit him, it was like like yo, she's just like passionate. Like that's showing how much like she's putting everything into that. Like that's what I think about. She hit that ball and she's screaming, like that's releasing. Like when you lift weights, you feel me? You lift weights and you grunt.
Noises
help
for some reason.
It helps you. Like I don't know. It's to me when I hear like when I let out a noise and I do something, it's letting me know like I'm
working.
I'm giving it all I got. You feel me? Like that. And that's what and like she was a winner too, yo. Like she won. Like, have you ever seen like her trophy case? Her trophy case is crazy.
I believe it.
Like she has so many fucking Wimbledon trophies and like it's just like there's so many trophies in her trophy case, bro. I remember I seen it in the magazine. In the magazine, like you know how you got some articles they'll take up both pages. Both pages was her fucking trophy case, bro. And I'm just like I'm telling you, like. To me, sports is all like I'm not gonna say it's all about winning, but that's like 95% of what sports is about. Like you want to win.
I feel that.
Me like that. You gotta, and so I say number 2. I gotta put Floyd in there. Like Floyd is like if we talking about a winner and somebody that's like
Money man Floyd.
Money Mayweather. Like he's one of the, what is he? 40 what and oh?
He's 50 and 0.
50. He's 50 and 0.
Yeah, he's
50. Like he just personifies winning. Like man's never lost. He's never tasted defeat.
I wonder if
I don't think he ever will.
I wonder if he pays to win.
No.
Ever?
Yo, and I don't know. It's funny that you said that because like yo, you just never know. Like yo, it's a business world, yo, and it's about money, yo. You just never know behind scenes, yo. Like it could, yo. They make it look like that on TV, but like whole time he like, yo, just make it look good. Let me win. You
like
never know.
Like people to this day still think like that fucking Seahawks shit with the Patriots back when they threw that interception. They think that shit was rigged.
No, that was insane.
That shit was insane. I'm not gonna hold you. I was watching that game, and I was thinking, damn, I gotta go to school tomorrow, and I fucking placed bets on this, and niggas ready to beat my ass. I was talking all this shit, and he threw the pick, and I was like, it's no way. I turned the TV off, turned it back on, rewinded it. I was like, no, he really just threw that pick, yo, like. But like it's shit like that, like Jake Paul, a lot of shit with Jake
that
Paul.
was rigged.
Yo, I think a lot of his fights were rigged.
I'm talking about his last fight with Anderson Silva. That was rigged.
Yo, everything, yo. I agree, yo.
I think from the jump, all his fights have been rigged. Any old like when the first fight, yo, who was it that he fought? What's dude name?
Was it Tyson Fury?
No,
he didn't fight Tyson Fury.
It wasn't Tyson.
No, it wasn't white dude. It was a black dude. It was Nate Robinson.
Not Nate Robinson. The dude.
What's his first one?
I'm talking about. I said his first, like when he fought like an old fighter.
Was it?
I forgot what his name. I know exactly who you're talking about.
It was the one.
He was on the UFC. He was a UFC champion before.
I forgot what his name is. But the dude was known for he was fighting was known for grappling. He was never known for throwing punches and being able to stand there and box with you and shit like that.
I thought it was rigged after I seen the fight, and then after he started fucking smiling.
There
was
parts in the shit where you would see him like he'll like do a little slight little like laugh or something. Like I'm like, nah, that shit just don't sit right with me. Like it looked like he took the fall. You feel me? Type shit. But like, but getting back on track, number 5, I probably give it to Messi or what's his name or
Ronaldo,
because both of them. They personify soccer. Like, you feel me? Like, you think of soccer and FIFA and shit, those probably the 2 people think of. Or Neymar.
I think of Mbappe.
No, it's crazy. Well, not coming from him, but coming from both of y'all. I'm surprised. I ain't gonna lie. I thought one of y'all was gonna say LeBron.
I can't say this.
It wasn't coming from you, but I knew one of y'all was gonna say LeBron. I'm like,
you said Giannis. I was like, damn, he said Giannis over LeBron.
Oh, LeBron? No, that's what I said. Not LeBron. I don't want to say because I ain't trying to argue because I know he gonna get into it, but it's like LeBron. That's why I was saying like I can't choose who I want because like it's so many out here. But like
so many out here.
I was just like, yo, somebody's gonna say LeBron, but I'm actually surprised nobody said it.
I respect LeBron.
I do too, yeah.
But I respect Kobe and Jordan more than I respect LeBron.
I respect fighters.
Kobe more than Jordan. Jordan, I respect him because he got his 6 rings, But like worth ethic wise and like what they put into the game, Kobe. I don't think nobody put more than Kobe did.
Yeah, and I agree on that. See, me personally, I carry a bias. Like you said, only reason you was watching basketball at a period of time was because of Kobe. I'm a Kobe fan. Kobe posted one of my friends ended up giving me for a birthday, because that's how much I like Kobe. So when I look at LeBron, like everything he does off the court, I don't think there's any player that can match anything he does off the court.
Yeah,
I
off the court.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah, LeBron.
Oh,
that
no,
that
right.
school he got, all the front, like that man is
He's
like
smart with it.
Yeah, he's smart with
Yeah.
it. He's smart with it.
But on the court, I'm not gonna say he's a bad player, but I'm a Kobe fan, so I'm not gonna throw LeBron in the list. You know what I'm saying?
Surprised. I'm actually surprised. I thought it was coming from
LeBron,
one
like
of y'all.
LeBron is a great athlete. I knew it wasn't going to come from him. He don't watch basketball. That's why there was really no basketball players on his list. But like, I like Kobe more than I like LeBron. Don't get me wrong. LeBron is a great guy. I never rooted against LeBron, but Kobe is just like that nigga. You feel me? Always will be that nigga. And his shoes is better than LeBron's too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You're right. I didn't rock either one of them. Actually, I rocked
like
Kobe's.
when I played basketball, I'm about to say LeBron's shoes is made for niggas that got bounce. Like, you feel me? Like, if you don't got bounce, you shouldn't be wearing LeBron's because that's what he do. He jumps around. He's all over the court. So they made the like shock absorb. Kobe's is meant for like, if you feel me, you like agile, all that shit. That's why his shoes is more lightweight.
I didn't like. I don't like shoes that don't have ankle support. I got glass ankles. I'd be fucking rolling shit out them bitches, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But we're coming to the end of this podcast. I appreciate y'all guys coming out, by the way.
course.
Did y'all enjoy it? And this,
This is my first one, but like I be watching them on TikTok, yo, and I was like, y'all always wanted to do a podcast. Like
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like they interested because
Oh,
like
yeah.
you get to. It's like you feel me. You sit with everybody. You get to express your own opinion. Not even if everybody don't agree with you, but
Hell
like
yeah.
you get to say you feel me how you feel, and it's like somebody might agree with you. And you're like, yo, I didn't think he was gonna agree with me, or like somebody gonna go against you on something. But it makes it funnier and better because it's like, dang, like he thinks like that, but I'm thinking this way, and it's just it's interesting.
Hell
For real.
yeah.
It's cool.
literally, that's kind of how like I run this podcast. I don't do it for like if I don't want to really care if I blow up or anything for this. I do it for like my friends and family so they can see like how how I talk and shit.
Right.
Like I was
It was
actually
funny. I remember your dad when we first started this. He was like, "Yeah, so when do the money come in?" We was like, "Damn, we didn't even think about money."
Yeah, I was like,
money. We was just literally like, we used to just be talking, and it's funny because I see shit like this on like I don't know if y'all see it like it'd be like a little meme or whatever, but like it'd be like dudes that like they have like one good conversation, they'd be like,
Let's start a
"Let's start a
podcast.
podcast." That's
Hey, yo,
literally how
but
it be,
it
though.
really no, bro. I got a homeboy who's the same way. Like we'll be talking about something like that deal with like females or something like that. And we'll be like, yo, like why don't nobody talk about? Yo, let's start a podcast. That's really how it be though. Like, cause then like it's not gonna be about that the whole time. You feel like how we was just switching up to something. Like we're gonna be talking about females, and we gonna end up talking about something totally different. So like,
I try not to do too much of like the male versus female things because I feel like that's very nonchalant and it's already hella.
yeah, it's
podcasts
already
about
stuff
it.
about it. Yeah.
And if I go into that, it's gonna be crazy. And if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get like a
Honestly,
very
male versus
dominant female.
Male versus female, it will never be a non-biased topic.
Yeah,
It will
nah.
never be a non-biased answer.
'Cause it's like-
you're a male or you're a female.
Fellas can't win. Like guys can't win. It's always gonna be
See, if you had a female here right there, she'd be like, "What do you mean?" guys can't
exactly
win?"
what you mean by that.
So like, it's never gonna be like a straight up. Like somebody can say they're giving the most unbiased answer, but if you really sit there and like sit there and listen to them, you'll be like, "Well, when you said this, you kind of were silent with it." So it's
Yeah.
like to me, like that topic was never a key topic I would want to discuss.
You know, it would be that like it'd be like kind of like not funny, but like damn, they really got him. So I was on TikTok, and this guy went to like just different females, and he would give quotes of Andrew Tate, and then it would be the quotes that like are like I will protect my female. If someone ever came in the house, I would beat their ass up, and just other shit that he just said about it. And as soon as that they say that it was from Andrew Tate, yo, immediately deny the shit again. They just hate that shit.
Damn.
I thought that was funny. I don't for Andrew Tate for that type of stuff. I don't like how he talks about women. I think some of the things that he do say is correct, but like the way that he puts it is very disrespectful in my mind.
Off topic, but before we end the joint,
Of course,
I just gotta say rest in peace to my guy. You know, I don't know if y'all watch the Power Rangers, but rest in peace to my guy
seen
Tommy,
that shit.
because yo, he was a red Power Ranger, black, gold. Yo, he did everything, but apparently, I think it said that he killed himself or something like that,
Oh
or
my
something
God,
happened
yo.
like that. But yeah, rest in peace to that guy, because like yo, he was the reason I was watching Power Rangers. He was the best one. Like,
No,
you just
for
never
real.
knew who he was gonna be, but yeah,
I didn't believe it at first. I ain't gonna
neither.
lie. Yeah.
I seen that shit. At first, I wasn't really like paying attention to it. And I'm like, because they didn't show him in the suit. They showed just like
His
when
face.
he was older,
Yeah.
his face. I scored. I'm like, damn, dude look familiar. I keep scoring. And then they showed the Power Rangers. I'm like,
Damn.
that was yo.
Yeah, because he was hella young when he was doing it. Like, he looked older now. You ain't seen him for a minute, so like,
If he killed himself, I'm sorry for his family and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. Mental illness is a real thing. But
Facts.
coming to like mental illness, this is something that we do like to talk about. I like to have our guests say something positive
Words
before we
of
close.
encouragement. Something that you
Ooh.
would have to say to anybody out there.
Yeah.
you want to go?
I always tell people it's not always as bad as you think. You know, if you think about it, a lot of people that go through things, they be like, why me? But at the end of the day, it's people that face the same challenges as you and they make the best out of the outcome. Like, you feel me? Like Giannis and his family, they went through that situation and they made the best out of it. You feel me? Now he's in the NBA, his family all over here. And just look at the positives and how you can change it.
Con took what I was gonna say. It was cool. I got it back up though. It was cool though. I was about to say something like that, but now my backup is you feel me? Never stop pursuing your dream. You feel me? Like don't let nobody tell you that you can't do this, can't do that, just because they didn't do it or they didn't pursue that dream. You feel me? Like everybody mindset different. Everybody fight is different. You feel me? You got the dogs and you got the ones that think they're a dog, but they stop after one little situation. You feel me? Like just, you feel me? Keep on doing your thing. You know, when the time is right and that moment happens, it's gonna happen. You feel me? Like you can't predict it. Like when that time comes and it's your time, bro, take it to full advantage.
I feel that.
I like that because like I say one thing, yo, the main people that do that shit will like tell you can't is your family. Because if your family member couldn't do that in life,
Biggest
and be like,
critic.
well, shit, I couldn't do it. Why the fuck can he do it? You feel me? But like you said, like just keep going. Don't let somebody like stop.
Facts.
I fuck with that because I see that a lot of people, family. Somebody say
It
that.
happen often, yo. Like your friends, it be yo. It's
closest
crazy.
to you.
It's be the closest ones, yo. I saw a quote that said like, a stranger will support you before like your friends or family.
Yep,
And yo,
I
it's so
agree.
true, yo. It's
That is.
crazy. Like you go ask your family for something, this and that, like, no, go get it, y'all. Go do. But like, yo, a stranger will really support you. Like, even if he don't give it to you right now, like he gonna help you or find a way, or he knows something. Like, you feel me? They gonna help you, and it's just like that little help is better than whatever you
Nothing.
probably could have
Yeah.
got. Didn't get anything. You feel me? Like, so like that makes sense.
I see that shit on even for this podcast. Random people like share my stuff more than like I would say like my close friends usually share
Right.
all my shit, but like just like the people I like, let's say like the secondary friends or anything like that, like I'm cool
Associates.
with. You feel me? I'm not gonna call them associates because I'm cool with them. You feel me? Associates, I'm just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck what you do. You feel me?
Right.
I care for my friends.
I
too,
see you right
know
now
what I
and
mean?
then.
You feel
Yeah.
me? But like the people that I don't know, they would post my shit. But neither, regardless, I don't really give a fuck if they post
Right.
it or not. But again, I appreciate y'all guys coming out. Ever need anything? We family now. This
sir.
podcast family. This is ET Street. And I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all guys on the next episode. Peace.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, I had this one question. I asked him this the other day, right?
Female joint.
No, I asked this, right?